Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I planted the crops and we're here to harvest. As the agriculture warlord that I am, the farmer himself, I'm here to basically make fun of the most parasocial, mentally ill schizos that have problems with me. Now, to give you extra context, because some people are not going to be aware what's going on, for the completely employed, the functional, rational members of society who are too busy working their jobs and living their lives, here's the breakdown. For a while, we have been covering a series called A Certain Magical Index. And we're up to Index Season 3, but due to the structuring of my channel, I decided to change it such that I only do one community series at a time. Community series as in stuff that gets pulled in. So I decided to put Index on the side, focus on the other series, and now we're back to see if we can farm Index Season 3 or not. And there's a lot of people who started to post my polls on different subreddits, and I believe this is where I addressed that video. And listen, a lot of people, sharing my polls and my channel stuff to different subreddits, they did it because they love the show and they want reaction from me. There's no negative ill intent happening. But here's the issue. When you suddenly have external factors messing with the organic audience that I have on YouTube side, suddenly these polls can get brigaded and the outcome will not reflect that of what my community actually wants. And in that case, it's bad. Now, I don't think that brigading to random ass subs that has a couple dozens of people, and if you look at the engagement of different subreddits, it's not gonna do anything. At most, what? You're able to mobilize like 50 to 100 votes at max, and that's being generous. It's not gonna impact anything. But for the sake of principle, and I mentioned it in this video, even if the outcome Twaddle would have won without the brigade or with the brigade, because all the viewership came from after when I made this video saying, right now fans, it's now or never, I did a rallying cry and the polls went up, I decided, you know what, let's delete this. Let's make a spectacle out of this and call out the people who are trying to, inorganically change my community. And while doing it, we had a schizo person, bro. This is the biggest fan. There is a Redditor named Tragic Build, and he is the biggest fan. I read some of the comments, and I have basically concluded that this is a person that is like the most hardcore fan that developed a very parasocial bond with me that got banned, most likely, during a cooking live stream. And I'll get more to that in a bit. Basically, I had these cooking live streams, and some of the stuff that he said made me realize that, he must be one of the people that I banned during that time. And fans and haters are two sides of the same coin. They love you until they don't. As soon, and maybe you remember this. Classroom of the Elite, Sakura. Do you guys remember her arc in Season 1? Her arc in Season 1 basically was, she's like this anonymous like celeb idol, and she has a bunch of stalkers. And this guy basically is a really creepy dude that like approaches Sakura and says, yeah, Sakura sucks, I hate that bitch too. But she basically was like assaulted by the stalker fan. And as soon as Sakura stepped up and said, fuck you, and then backup came and the creepy fan got arrested, the creepy fan went from going, oh my god, I love you so much, you're my idol, to fuck you, dumb slut, bitch! I hated you, ugly! This is what's happening right now, just to give you some extra context. Now, this post right over here, the clipped, so basically this person clipped my 17-minute video as if I'm trying to hide something. I never try to hide anything. I'm like an open book. So let's see exactly what he posted here, right? Because obviously the Reddit post has been deleted at this point, right? The moderators removed it. The moderators like, this is some weird ass wacko behavior. If we look over here, let's see, where is this? I think it's actually this video, right? The Twaru Redditors are crying. And I actually apologize to the Twaru subreddit because it's not the Twaru subredditors that are doing this shit. It's literally just one schizo motherfuckers with alt accounts that's brigading the sub and trying to make a big spectacle out of it. Now, if you can read here, can you guys see? I don't get how people still like this guy, lol. I liked his reactions at first, but the more I watched him, I realized that he is a dickhead who treats his community like trash, and this clip just proves it even more. Here's the thing that I want to ask you guys. if I truly was a dickhead that treats my community like trash, why would I have people supporting me, telling me that they love my content, are willing to support my reaction content more and more? Because I don't treat my community like trash. Do you know who I treat like trash? Schizo parasocial retards like this guy, who thinks that he represents my community. You simply got filtered out. You probably did something stupid and I banned you for it. And now you're upset. You clip a video out of context, post it on the subreddit trying to get some traction, and it is so sad. That is the context of the video. Now, let's read some of the comments, baby. While I would be sad if Index loses because of what happens, it really is funny to see people on Reddit get made fun of. I absolutely agree. And here we go, baby. This guy, Kaka TV, has the nerve to call other people some monkeys. Meanwhile, he's the one living like a monkey with this dirty ass disgusting stove that he refused to clean up. And this is what I'm talking about. There is no way the average person would ever understand this lore. Do you know where this comes from? This is my cast iron stove. If you look on the live section, I do these cooking streams sometimes. And I basically have an inside community joke. It's a rage bait. Do you know what a cast iron pan is? A cast iron pan basically is a pan that coats itself and continues to get seasoned more and more. I call this a cast iron stove. Yes, it's a fucking abomination. That's the entire point. I'm rage baiting because this is what gets people talking. Like, do you think that you're insulting me? Do you not realize that I'm using this for content? I have nothing to hide. Yes, it's caramelized onions. It's the fucking... And I just want you to realize, this guy didn't just magically pull this up randomly. This is why I believe he's a person that got banned during the cooking stream and is upset about it. He's so stupid that he actually believes this health contamination will somehow make his food taste better. I don't know who's more stupid. You don't realize that, huh? It's because like this person genuinely doesn't get it. Like this inside joke, no fucking shit. How do you think a random ass fucking stove that has this shit built up is gonna add flavor to the fucking food, dumbass? That's the entire joke. You're the one not understanding this, taking it seriously. So at this point, again, you can understand the intelligence levels of the guy that we're dealing with. Lol, what a truly delusional monkey that he is. I see why he's so obsessed with calling people that now. It takes one to know one, and he's clearly projecting his monkey IQ brain onto other people. There is no situation where I don't call myself a monkey. I am the monkey king. You guys are the monkeys. This is the zoo. This is, again, just... And here's the thing. I think that he understands that logic, right? He's a super fan. It's just that you can be very disingenuous with this and come off ignorant and say shit like that. It's funny how he also stopped doing cooking streams because people in the chat were calling him out for his dirty ass stove. They were not. It became a community meme. The reason that I stopped doing the cooking streams is because I realized when I do the cooking stuff, that's basically the dinner that I would make after stream. It's kind of like very hard to eat that dinner during the streams and keep it going. I have a very optimized setup where I make smoothies instead, and that's what I've been doing. And then I realized that the cooking stream was, you know, a nice little gimmick for a while. Maybe I'll do it again, but like I realized that it's just way more optimal to just kind of stick with my smoothies and do my actual cooking after the stream. Dude, you literally know more about this guy than I do, and I'm a big fan. It's time to stop and get some help. Dude is acting like it's some revolutionary information that I know that he has a disgusting ass stovetop. All I did was click on his YouTube lives and saw that he had a cooking streams. Listen, this is beyond parasocial. And again, do you understand? Like, there are like different... Most tourists don't even know that I would have this YouTube live stream. Most tourists would never even understand that these cooking streams are a thing. And even if you clicked onto a random cooking stream, it would take a long time until you actually saw my whole inside joke with the caramelized onion stovetop, you know, Jesus Christ. Like this, what's it called? The cast iron stove. The fact that you know this tells me that you are literally a super fan that watches every single bit of my content. You are the guy that was literally live watching my stream. You're probably watching me right now, and you stream recorded and clipped the video out of context and posted onto a different subreddit because you're mad. This is the level of dedication you have. To act nonchalant and think that you're not a parasocial schizo psycho is unreal. So you went to the live stream VOD sections of a streamer you absolutely despise and you watched him. Yes, he did. You even said you don't even care about his Twitter reactions, yet you call specific moments from his Twitter reactions earlier. Yeah, there's some other comments below where it also hints that like he watches everything. The references that he's making is basically impossible to know unless you're watching fucking everything. Yup, I sure did just so I could troll him in the live chat. You're not trolling. You're literally making a fool of yourself. Then I call you a monkey retard, then everyone laughs at you. Then you get embarrassed and you feel bad about it. Then you crash out like this. Don't act as if you are somehow like this epic, like mind controlling person. Like you're literally a retard getting cooked by everyone here. Also, who says I'm not a Toru fan? Sure. And I said that I don't care if he stops reacting to Toru. He already reacted to the best parts of Toru, so he can go fuck off. That's also really funny. This sentence is really funny to me because this is a person who claims to be such a hater, but he's still glad that I still reacted to the best parts of Toru. An actual hater would hate the fact that I even reacted to those series. He's actually so happy. He's like, oh, I hate that guy. But you know what? Thank God the good Toru reactions are still there. You really need to find better things to, man. Go get a job, volunteer. Says the guy who came on Reddit to defend another grown-ass man that you've never even met before, acting like you're any better. Listen, there is a difference between fans who are trying to like basically speak on my behalf and you. Like you are literally engaging in the most parasocial, delusional behavior possible. Criticizing other people for basically logically defending me when I'm getting clipped out of context has no same weight as you literally making shit up and being this dedicated to my content. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is that he acknowledges that all the individual fans of the 4th series try to brigade the show, but only Toru fans are getting shit just because they were either more successful or more persistent. It's the same crime in the end. Again, it's so fucking retarded. These people who get clipped out of context, because if you actually watch this video, or I get mad at the people brigading, you would understand that I have an entire section where I'm making fun of motherfuckers in the Madoka subreddit. I called everyone out that was brigading, whether it be the Sakura-so one, or whether it be the Bake one, or whether it be the Madoka one. The difference is, you guys get clipped out of context. You don't even bother doing the due diligence. You don't know what you're talking about. People just read headlines and go off with it. That's what the problem is online. Nobody actually cares about the truth. People only care about smearing other people's names by basically just making bullshit up, and then other people will believe it. And here's the reason why this shit doesn't matter to me. Because there is no point trying to convince retards online and try to like compel them and try to like make them understand. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna believe what they want to believe. And my fans understand what kind of content I make. And at the end of the day, again, my goal isn't to try to convert these idiots. My goal is to make entertaining content and to make fun of these people, and for my audience to have a content fest out of it, man. I'll just lay this guy's out entire plan when Ka farms this. The OP is a Mushoku Tensei. Edit? No hate to Mushoku Tensei, it's amazing. But I think we all know why this guy likes jobless reincarnation. Listen, I love me some Mushoku Tensei, but some of the people over there, I just feel like it attracts some of the most basement-dwelling scum. And Rent-A-Girlfriend fan, baby, has you living rent-free, pun intended. He can't let go of the toxic relationship he has with me. Just like how Kazuya can't let his toxic relationship with Chizuru go. Oh, we are getting poetic, man. If you look at this guy's Reddit history, apparently he's a very frequent poster in Rent-A-Girlfriend subreddits and stuff like that. And if you think about it, the concept of Rent-A-Girlfriend is a guy that spends a lot of money renting a girlfriend out, thinking that this is some sort of like girlfriend relationship experience. It kind of works with me too. This guy probably had this like deep parasocial bond with me, thinking that like I'm his friend, right? He probably thought that like I'm his friend and I'm making content for him. He got all disillusioned, just like the main character Kazuya. And then the moment that I shattered his reality and called him a retard monkey for probably acting out and banned him, he then was like, oh, all this investment that I made into you, how could you do this? And basically what we are seeing is him go through the 7 stages of grief. He's grieving, he's upset, he's mad. Of course he would be. It just makes sense. He's not even an active member of the Twitter community, so the most logical conclusion is that he just joined and posted this to make people hate on you, just like him posting about an out-of-context clip. Like, this guy remembers some specific incidents that happened on your stream in detail and even took a picture of your dirty stove during a cooking stream and is using that as evidence that you're some poor lazy bastard with a small dick and no GF in his words. Like, he's genuinely acting like a picture out of a dirty stove is a trump card. It is funny, man. Like, do you really think that, like, this dirty stove is a trump card? If I was embarrassed about this, I would never show you it. I literally rage bait and show you it and say, this is the epitome of culinary cooking. A cast iron stove. If you don't understand the sarcasm behind this, I just really question your intellect and how you think that this is suddenly an own-on. Credits to Digit on Discord server for making this image. This image is fucking crazy, bro. And this is gonna be the, what the hell is this, bro? I'm like, I look like Doji from fucking Beyblade drinking orange juice champagne. And then there's Index 3 on the side. A certain farmer caught TV. Yo, the things that AI can do, I love it, man. Rent to mid friends actually exist? Yes, they do. Let's see some of this. Imagine saying my behavior is schizo when you took the time to stalk my profile and check my posting history. Listen. Clicking onto your profile history and seeing that you participate in, you know, Rent a Girlfriend takes like 1 second. You literally are schizo. You are probably watching my stream right now again. You literally watch every one of my content. You clipped that, you stream recorded. You didn't even just clip this video out of context. You waited until I streamed it. You clipped it before this video was even uploaded and posted onto the subreddit. You are absolutely schizo. You are absolutely schizo, bro. Let's see. The last thing allowing who should be clowning anybody for anime is a Kaka TV fan. This dude be watching the weirdest unknown anime, so shut your ass up, clown boy. So your logic is basically me checking out underrated, underappreciated animes that my audience wants to watch, and me giving that content is somehow bad. Okay. Amazing logic, bro. You are definitely the epitome of intelligence here. And keeping that same energy for your boy. Tell his bitch ass to stop ducking Trigger Senpai too. Okay. Trigger Senpai is a dumbass who basically crashed out because I countered every single one of his points in the ReZero vape video. He then basically watched my video and then saw when I called him a retard monkey ass, he got super triggered. And then the rest of the video, he basically couldn't finish the video and could not single-handedly debate any of the points. And then he said, pull up on stream. Why would I have that monkey on my stream when I know that there is no good faith arguments to be actually had? He's not there for a debate. He simply wants to crash out on stream and make me look bad. Again, it's just crazy, bro. It is actually so funny how disillusioned you can be. Triggy literally got cooked by his own community members on his community post after they saw his video crying and having a meltdown when reacting to my video. He couldn't even get past the first 5 minutes, bro. And then basically we're just saying, all right, we're just kind of just justifying what's going on. Let's see some of the other comments, bro. He's actually using my face, bro. Super fan. Nobody cares what you were doing, little boy. Share. All right, sure. What else is doing right now? I love it when people post like multiple emojis. Basically, his ultimate debate is meat riding. You're a clown. Yep. I smell lots of delusional behavior, unemployment, disabilities, and McDonald's. Had yo bitch ass comment on Reddit for the first time, monkey. I'm living in your shit rent free. Like, it's so funny, bro. Like, you can definitely see the level of retardation that exists in this guy's head. Anyone that talks like this, I just know you gotta be the dumbest idiot, bro. You do realize it takes 2 seconds to just swap accounts. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Also, King Curtis says, who? And you know what? Absolutely. Who the hell am I at the end of the day? Listen, we may be doing our things in our own little community, but like for people on the Twitter subreddit to get just like subjected to this, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, who the fuck is this man? You are crashing out hard over someone you never have and will never meet. It's insane. If you don't like someone, you can just not watch their content, you know? But here's the thing. Logical people, or completely reasonable people, And not everyone has to fuck with my content. If you don't like it, you can simply just move on. The best thing you can do if you want my downfall is to not talk about me. Disengage, click don't recommend, and just move on. But here's the thing. These again are parasocial losers. This is this guy again. He thinks that he's literally my fan. He thinks that he was my friend. And then I banned him because he was acting out, and then now he's hurt. Now he's crashing out because of that. I want you to understand, like, functioning members of society, people with an actual like fully frontal lobe developed, like actual like happy fulfilled people don't engage in this behavior. This guy is the literal like epitome of the main character in Rent a Girlfriend embodied. You make the Toronto community look bad, clipping streams out of context, and then when you get called out for it, you double down and start acting tough. Also, acting tough is funny because these are keyboard warriors. These are literally keyboard warriors. And Tricky was also the same thing too. It's always so funny to me when people are such cowards that they will not even show their real face online, but they talk as if they'll like fuck you up in real person. They're like, yo, if I met you in real person, I'd beat you up. And it's just like, no, you wouldn't. You're a fucking basement dwelling weeb. You don't even show your face. You're a coward. Hiding behind the screen and acting tough is the most loser behavior, bro. You're always gotta have the last word type of person. Yeah, because he's just a loser. He feeds off the negative engagements. Listen, there are people who are truly the most alone, depressed, isolated, that has no sense of any fulfillment in their lives. And they realize that the best way to feel any sort of connection is to be able to basically like negative engage. When they negatively engage, they feel a rush of dopamine that they've been longing for. And it's actually really sad. It's actually so sad that like they yearn for human connection, but they don't know how to properly socialize and they have no meaningful friendships or relationships. So they go online and they basically just hate farm and do negative toxic shit because at the very least, that makes them feel something. That is literally the most like sad, pathetic excuse for a living being. All the personal attacks. The second you resort to personal attacks, no matter how sound your argument before was, you make yourself look so much worse. Exactly. When you can't attack the idea or the logic of a person, people resort to personal attacks. That's when you know this guy has nothing worth of saying. Incredibly low level mental maturity on display here. Oh, if he said this to my face, he gets slumped. Actual man-child. Yeah, exactly. Let's see the replies, bro. Kaka acts tough because he's behind a computer screen. He thinks he's safe and uses racist terms like monkey. But if I saw him in person, I promise you, it would not end well for him because if he came up with that same energy. That's so funny to me. Let's unpack some stuff. So you basically are also behind the computer screen, but you don't even show your face. You are an anonymous Redditor who's acting tough. No one is taking you seriously. You're a pussy ass bitch. Second point. This is also the funniest shit too. This is the trump card that people love using it for me as well. Basically, there are people who thinks that monkey is a racist derogatory term because they only exist in the context of North America, specifically America. And yes, I agree. If you use the term monkey at specifically the African American community with hostile intent, that is racist. But you have to realize that is literally just American problems. The term monkey is used for me in the human species. I literally refer myself to as a monkey. In my community, everyone realizes that they are monkeys. Monkeys to me are people like you who are unable to basically control their emotions and you crash out like this. The difference between you and a primate is that you should, as a human being, have the base intelligence to control your emotions. But the fact that you can't tells me that you are a monkey. If I was a person that was such like a hostile person who treats their community like trash, and if I was racist, why do you think that people will still support me like this? Because you are such an intellectually disingenuous person who tries to exaggerate the truth and no one will believe you. It's so fucking funny to me. Trying to look tough on Reddit of all places is so unfortunate. It is so funny, bro. Especially for an anonymous keyboard warrior. Go crawl back into your cave and finish the stick figure drawing you've been working for the last 5 years. Maybe bang some rocks together and see what happens, eh? Nah, fire is too advanced for a primitive species like him, man. I'm not trying to act tough. You're not? But if I saw him in person, it wouldn't end well. Bro, you're acting so tough. Since he wants to act tough on the internet, I could do the same thing. Yeah, when am I acting tough? Is me moderating my audience and whenever basically people are acting out in the way that I don't want them to in my chat and I ban them, that I'm acting tough? You're just disillusioned. You're just stupid. But I'm letting you know for a fact that would happen if he acts like how he does on the internet in real life. Nah, you would get smacked the fuck up in real life if you behave like this. Straight up. I guarantee you could never say this shit to my face in real life. You are a fucking pussy. You are a coward. You hide behind a screen. I guarantee your ass, you're all bark, nothing. I guarantee you, because you don't even show your face. You are a coward. Hopefully, you know the same would apply to you in real life, monkey. True, bro. You's too stupid to realize that your reply only proves my point. I don't give a fuck. Says the people that keeps responding, bro. Let's see. Bro, why are you doing this, man? Are you that much of a hater that you have to basically spawn camp the video? Yeah. No, he spawn camped not the video. He spawn camped the stream. And right now, you just replied most of the comment here and for what? At least when Khan molding, he makes money. You molding on, you're just sad, bro. Because I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Amazing logic, bro. This is the extent to this guy. You can't tell me what to do. I'ma waste my time getting mad and having me live rent-free in his head. Like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Do you love being Cosmo's avid fan? He is. He is the most hardcore fan. Only a fan would watch his video, his cooking stream, and even try to camp early on Twitch and spawn camp. Yes, only a fan would come in here and suck his dick defending him like that their lives depended on it. You're acting as if that's like a bad thing. Yeah, a fan pulling up, trying to clear out of context things that slanders me? Of course they would do that. Do you realize that the behavior that you're engaging right now is not equal to the reasonable, logical people that's showing up on this fucking thread and basically just correcting you? Yeah, and only a fan would try to do free promote to his channel by doing shit like this. And you know more about Khan than me, bro. I did not even know he has a girlfriend until this Reddit post when you hear mentions it. You are so in love with Khan that the moment Khan doing things that's not fit to your eyes, you crash out and stay mad. Exactly. That's the logic right there, man. Yeah, me posting him on some subreddit with 2K members is gonna have so much promotions, lol. Then why would you post it in the beginning with the fucking polls? Why? Like, what is your logic here? Like, so you're trying to get a bunch of like hate threads farmed on me, but you're doing it in a place that doesn't even do it, so you're just doing it for the love of the game? That's actually even more pathetic, bro. Cause the React Messiah. Thank you. Let's see. Anything else? Comments are being deleted right now. Unfortunate. Let's see. Sounds like Ka. Dude crashed out on a railgun reaction because some guy in the chat brought up something that he forgot. Ka started crying and spazzing out like he always randomly does and banned the guy from the chat. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a super fan. This, again, not only just the cooking stuff, like you have to be watching every single fucking reaction, bro. I believe this is the moment where I think somebody, like when I'm doing a reaction, it is so fucking annoying when people try to backseat me and says, you don't remember that? You don't remember that? Listen, I'm sorry. I'm busy juggling 30 separate series. It's hard for me to remember every single thing. And then when I'm stressed out and people constantly are annoying like that, yeah, I'm probably gonna call them out. I don't think I banned them though. You're probably just lying about that. So what you're telling me is that despite despising this guy so much, you continue to watch his content and remember every little detail like that? Yes, this is a super fan, bro. Also, this comment, he has to upload 8 times a day to just keep up. That's the whole main channel strategy, dumbass, to stack monthly views. Exactly. Check his second channel for a few videos for much more average views but less monthly views. Basically, I think I read this comment before where he's trying to make fun of me and saying I have to make 8 videos a day to basically keep up on YouTube. And that's not the case. There's different strategies that exist on different channels, and if you truly wanted to say that like my average viewership sucks, look at the second channel. Second channel is easily averaging 10k views per video right now, right? It's just, again, disingenuous arguments used by people that have no understanding how this shit works. Guess their illusion has been destroyed. Let's see. Makes a video saying this is it for Index fans. Gets surprised when the poll gets more votes because of it. Crashes out and deletes the poll while crying like a man-child. See, this is the quintessential retard that doesn't understand what's going on. In the video, I said, I don't care about the outcome. I care about the principle. I intentionally made a video doing a rallying cry to get people to show up, right? And I told you in that video itself, that was the intention. The entire point of me making this video was for the poll to go up in the total numbers. That's not the reason I deleted the poll. The reason I deleted the poll is to make a point that by principle that if you try to brigade and do shit like this, that I'll delete it. But again, I don't expect a retard like this to understand this. So notice how you can just, again, exaggerate the truth so much. You at least realize that you're at least as toxic as you claim to be, yeah? Nah, I don't go around treating people like shit, calling them monkeys. I don't know, bro. I just feel like we've seen a lot of comments from you literally fucking just saying monkey over and over in there. You don't go around treating people like shit? No, I think that you absolutely do treat people like shit. The lack of awareness is insane, bro. And saying they should be grateful for my presence like I'm some divine being. Yeah, I do agree. You should be grateful. Straight up. I think that the content that I've made, you motherfuckers should be grateful for what I've done. That's just fucking facts. Listen, if you're such an insecure, jealous loser that gets pressed when I'm talking in a very aggrandized way like this, it's not my fault that you're such a loser, that you feel insecure, that you feel, you know, just basically like negative towards it. I guarantee you, this guy doesn't act like this in real life. Face to face, if he called me a monkey, he'll get slumped. Again, the dude that doesn't even show his face, trying to call me that if I met in public that he'd fuck me up. Again, it's just, you are a basement dwelling weeb. You're a keyboard warrior. You couldn't do shit. Typical monkey logic. Make a post that makes no sense. Because this is a community series, not the Reddit series. If you could at least understand that much, you make it actually makes no sense. The video was uploaded after the votes showed more support for the Toro for the Bakhmut. Make another post and cry about how you didn't like Kaka just because of the simple following smart politics as a YouTube content creators. Good job. Take your banana and please stop crying. Typical dick sucker goes around using slang buzzwords like monkey and sucks his tiny meat no matter what he does. And what are you doing? Like, this is the extent of your logic. People come in here with receipts and full logic and say you doing this shit is unwarranted and makes no sense. Then your argument is Meat Rider! Meat Rider! You are literally the NPC that just spams L, dub in streams, bro. That's you. Like, the extent of your logic, rather than trying to argue in a logical way, you just said, oh, you're just a meat rider. And then I could say the same about you. You're just a hater. See, there's no productive fucking conversation to be had here. You're just fucking stupid. You have no argument to be had. You're getting cooked by everybody. And then you just say, oh, hater. Bro, you were such a big fan of his that you went to his streams as soon as he started it, screen recorded a tiny bit of what he had to say, then posted a clip for you to share with your friends on Reddit because the creator you were obsessed with said something you didn't like and put you in emotional distress. Exactly. He's having an emotional breakdown. I hope you see the irony in all of this. Because I knew that monkey would take the bait and look like he has laughing emoji. I got him dancing like the little monkey that he is. I love this argument, so let me explain to you this. So basically when people realize that they're actually like just really stupid, what they do is, I'm just acting retarded. Just a prank, bro. Nah, I baited you. See, this logic can basically be used in any certain situations. You can say that you mind controlled me and that you baited me. And then I can say, nah. I mind controlled you and you got baited. It's honestly pointless because this is just like an infinite loop of like who baited who. So the only outcome that matters is this. I'm able to monetize this content and make fun of you, while you get packed and roasted by everyone in this thread while you waste your time. You are not making any money off of this. Again, the only reason you engage in this behavior is because you have nothing fulfilling in your life like the main character in Rent a Girlfriend. You desire that dopamine rush that comes from negative engagement, and that's what you're doing right now. You're probably getting high off the fact that I'm even making a video off of you, which is actually really sad and pathetic. At the end of the day, the mind control baited who argument literally doesn't matter. All that matters is that I have the perfect dream job where I get to make fun of retards like you and make money off of it. That's one of the best things about content creation. And not only that, it also emboldens my community as they see how based I am, and then it creates a stronger sense of community, and people love this shit. That's why content creation is such an amazing field to be in, man. In my old jobs, I could never do this. If dumbass fucking customers or clients showed up and they were crashing out like this, and if I got mad at them, I could lose my job. But finally, I'm my own boss, and I can basically just call you a retard monkey and make money off of it. And that is like the best thing about content creation, man. A lot of deleted comments here. Let's see something else. He didn't attack Twaru fan. He clearly talked to the guy who spammed multiple subreddit. As he said, he will do a re-poll. If he really hated the Twaru fandom, he would just get disqualified Twaru without giving it another chance. Exactly. Some people are like, bro, he just doesn't want to watch Twaru at all. If I did, I wouldn't even put that shit in the poll by default. Do you not realize that I'm literally trying to give Twaru like just all the advantages possible? Who is this guy that made... Oh, this is where it gets funny. So this guy is his alt account. Let me pull up the receipts. This guy... See how he's posting in Rent a Girlfriend? This is the alt account. Right over here too. Right over here. You see these comments? So he has an alt account that he made because he realized that he's getting cooked. And he pulled up on his alt account. And basically, this is the same person right now that we're talking about. I just want you to realize how pathetic that is. Imagine. And there's probably other multiple alt accounts in this thread. Like, I just want you to think about this. You get cooked so fucking hard, you realize no one is on your side. You have to bring fake alt accounts to basically have a conversation with yourself and try to glaze yourself. Who is the guy that made these posts on Reddit and the people who voted for it? Twaru fans. Such a ridiculous logic. Again, he's so stupid, but I'll just explain to you. Basically, he's trying to say he didn't attack a Twaru fan, and his logic is, who's the guy that made the post on Reddit and the people who voted for a Twaru fan, therefore I'm attacking them? No. If you actually watch my videos, I say very specifically, if you are a tourist who only care about Twaru and nothing else from my channel, and you're upset about what's going on with Twaru, go fuck yourself. If you're here to externally brigade my content and change the outcome of my organic audience, you are not my community, I'm not making content for you. That's what I said. To then generalize that to the average Twaru fan is utterly ridiculous, but I don't expect any sort of rational thinking happening from this monkey. Also, he admitted himself that this Reddit post probably didn't affect the poll that much. Exactly, I told you. It's about the principle, about the brigades happening rather than the outcome. If you actually watch the video, you would understand it rather than be upset about this. Exactly. So what exactly is he crashing out over there? What am I crashing out about? I'm not crashing out. I'm giving a stern lecture to people that this kind of behavior is not warranted, and if you do this shit, I will figure out a different system to go by it. It's literally me addressing to my community. So why are you mad? Why are you getting upset on behalf of a different fandom that you don't even represent? Because you're a fucking loser trying to instigate bullshit. A lot of the series he pulls ends up getting posted on Reddit without telling people to vote for it. One guy makes the post and the best 150, sure. Again, it's literally about the principle. I don't care if the brigade literally had nothing to impact it. How about you watch the whole video instead of a short clip to get the full context? He made the poll for his community, not for random Reddit users to come and change it. Exactly. It's not about if it had an effect, but about the principle. Exactly. He's been covering Twaru for 8 months. The fact that Twaru was losing until he made a video specifically calling Twaru fans to vote proves that they did not integrate with the community as well. Exactly. And from his perspective, it doesn't matter if you'll show for a single series, but if you'll stay for the long run. That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Spammed in multiple subreddits. I posted on Railgun's Reddit and the other Twaru sub. So you're basically saying that, oh my god, I can't believe you're saying I spammed a multiple subreddit. This is the guy that did spam on multiple subreddits, by the way. You literally have posted on multiple subreddits about my poll. You are literally fucking acknowledging it. What are you fucking talking about? This is how you guys, again, this is the alt account too. This is how you guys treat me? Yeah, this is what I say when I say like the lack of respect that you have for my content and the fact that I want this shit to get brigaded. Absolutely. I mean, they didn't care about your reactions. They wouldn't have told people to vote for it. So what is it this guy crying about and acting like a victim for? If you actually watch the video, you'd understand, you alt account retard. It's about the fucking principle. Listen, I don't care about random fucking Redditors trying to brigade and trying to bolster up the viewership of a series they're not even gonna watch. I know he's arrogant, but you look past that he's making sense to be exactly. I appreciate people like this that can see that I am a very cocky asshole, but the logic is there. I may be an asshole, but I'm not wrong. Doing what was being done is just harmful for the communities trying to build. Exactly. It's not just the outcome, it's the process as to why. Cause channel is big, so he doesn't have to worry about stuff like this, but imagine if he isn't big. His views in the videos will not be great due to you guys trying to brigade the poll. Like the guy said, it's not the outcome that matters, it's the fucking process, the principle. This clip is out of context. It's not about the total fanbase in general, but only about the specific individual trying to brigade his community poll. The goal of these polls is to find out what his current core community wants to watch. They're bringing randoms from Reddit into this just to vote for their favorite show without actually watching his content misses the goal of the poll. And his anger is about the few individuals definitely justified. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that reasonable people exist in this world. All of his series, again, it's the alt account again. I love how he's posting on his alt account right now. All of his series polls gets posted on Reddit, so he's crying over nothing. Get his meat out of your mouth and just admit the guy's a clown. So hold up. What's the logic here? The logic here is that, like, oh, all the polls don't get all posted on Reddit, by the way. The most recent one did, and I called everyone out in this specific video. But this guy literally just is a clip monkey, so he doesn't even understand. Every one of his argument is meat writer this, meat writer that. But there is no fucking understanding of, like, why is it bad for these guys to show up and show you the actual reasonable result? And what does that change? Just because he didn't take action against in the past, he can't do it now? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Some things build over time before you snap. That's very natural. Just so fucking stupid. You just know that this guy has 10 separate alt accounts and he's just liking every single one of his posts, bro. Well, of course it leaves a bitter taste when people manipulate the polls. It's just unfair. Now shitting on him because he calls that shit out, that's kind of crazy. The only thing we see love and hate are close to each other. People who hate that are just parasocial simps who felt hurt. Exactly, this is a parasocial simp that got banned and is hurt, and he's just trying to affect and stretch the logic. And well, I mean, you can feel hurt if you expected some parasocial bond and find out the kind of person he is. It's always so funny to me when people think that they're like, I'm their friend, and then they realize that, like, I'm not. And it's so delusional. I am not your friend. I will never be your friend. If you think that, like, you are somehow my friend just because you watch my content and support me, you are so fucking lost in the sauce. I'm here to make you content and for you to have fun with it, and we can have a fun time. But this parasocial bond, some people are so fucking socially retarded, they genuinely think that they have some sort of, like, actual friendship with you. And it is so cancer. It is so toxic, and I do everything to basically put a barrier up to cut that shit off. And these people are the people who basically get called out for that behavior, and then they have like an emotional breakdown. But he's totally honest about it. He does the content for himself first. He's not trying to be liked by everyone. Exactly. He simply does some quality reactions, you can enjoy them or not. But I guess give him some more views with the haste post. Free promotion is always nice. There seems to be no sign of intelligent life form anywhere. Okay, so you are just that stupid. Made a clip with no context and said something that Monkey would say. Good job. Take your banana. Yeah, while his reactions are good, I notice he seems to think everything is about him. This is the guy that posted onto the subreddits, by the way. So you're telling me that when you are screenshotting and posting my polls onto multiple subreddits and talking about me, about a series that you want me to react to, that it's not about me. I just want you to think about that for a second. Like, listen, I am not such a narcissist, egotistic maniac that I would self-insert myself into situations that I have no place to be in. Remember, I don't start drama. I simply respond to it. This is all about me. And this is just facts. What are the facts? You are posting my content, my polls, into different subreddits to get them to get shit so that I can react to your favorite series. What the fuck is this logic? Let's read a bit more. He seems to think that I deleted one of my posts because I found out he was mad and that he's the best thing to ever since happened to this series, and he knows people will still come to him because he's one of the few people making content on this series. Yes. When I made a public announcement on my Discord saying this behavior is unacceptable, and when my monkeys then screenshot that and posted onto your post that you spammed onto different subreddits, not just this guy, there's also other people posting onto different subreddits, and then at that same time those subreddit posts got deleted, are you telling me that there was no influence there? It's just embarrassing at this point. It's literally so embarrassing how I'm basically just like, it feels like I'm a disappointed parent and these are kids that are trying to hide, like they spoiled the milk on the carpet and they're trying to fucking hide it. And it's so fucking obvious to me. Like, are you serious? You're really going to use this logic right now when the timing of the post going down was exactly when I made a public announcement? It is so funny to me, man. I can see the next video already. Toto fans cheated and are molding because I reset the poll. I mean, I already made a video about that. I think this video is gonna be, I found my biggest fan or something. And then he's calling everyone unemployed. Yes, this is absolutely unemployed schizo behavior. Bro, you're yelling at people who are mostly teenagers. Yes. What am I wrong? Teenagers are unemployed. Like, most teenagers are unemployed. Like, I'm not wrong. You can think whatever you want about me being mean. I'm usually not wrong. Comment deleted by Reviser. Bro, he's already got a video. He's gonna come back and see the whole thread. Yes, I'm farming your retard ass because I just can't believe you would even say this. He seems to think everything is about him. In a like how could this not be about me? Listen again, like this is just it is shameless how stupid some person can be, man. What? Let's see for it. It's comment deleted by mods. I wish some of the comments here. Let's see. Oh, this is the alt account here, by the way. You're acting like he's gonna make $5,000 from making a video about the Taro fans. He gets 3K views and uploads. He'll probably make $9 from it. Go ahead and farm, I guess. That's just a coping mechanism for getting shit on. That's still money, man. I think that people don't realize that, like, it doesn't take much to literally make these videos. Like, I can just yap and just, like, make fun of you and make these passive money. And here's the thing. Those people that then see this video will go and watch other videos, and those videos will start to collect views. These kind of videos are not just about, like, when you make a video on YouTube, here's a little bit of advice. People seem to think only in the context of how much views will this video get and how much money will I get out of it. No, it's more than that. There is this intangible opportunity cost that comes from making good content and then having people click onto other videos and watching more of that content and then becoming consolidated in that community. There's also this, again, community bonding experience as I make fun of retards like you and people say based, and then the sense of community gets stronger and stronger. But I don't expect, you know, people like this to understand that logic. Dan, you just joined the sub to shut on him, huh? The dude, after watching the full context video, this community poll was for my community. But since people from other communities decided to brigade it, I will redo it in a way that will ensure there is no brigading. It's just so hard for me. Yeah, and he insulted Toro fans. It's just so hard for me to believe that, like, after reading this sentence, how could you possibly be mad? Well, here's the thing. Most people are not mad, right? These are like very specific outliers that don't represent the fandom at all. So like most people, again, are completely reasonable adults that understand this logic, and it's just stupid children that are crashing out like on a grocery store because daddy's not gonna pick their favorite snack. Why would you clip something out of context? Is it just to attempt to make what you said valid? Should you always talk about the whole video so the whole conversation is known? Exactly. It just seems slimy to me. I see this all the time on X and social media areas, and it's not gonna look. Welcome to the internet. Online, on the internet, basically people's goals are not to have productive conversations. People's goals are, again, to smear and defame other people, just making shit up. And everyone online will basically just read the headlines and go on with it. No one actually does any due diligence or finds out for themselves about what's going on. They simply go with the headlines and they go on with it. That's why I don't care about converting these people that think that I'm this racist, you know, egotistical maniac who's really shitty to his community. I will never be able to convert their opinions, and I don't need to. I'm making this video for my audience. That's for them to have fun with it. That's it, baby. That's literally it. Moyai, more Moyai emotes. Brigading? Motherfucker. If it wasn't for a post on Reddit, I wouldn't even know a poll on this channel was happening. And you know what? Great. Because you are a random Redditor. You probably won't even watch the Index 3 reactions. I don't want viewers like you to basically manipulate the polls. That's it. My hot take is that he just doesn't want to watch Index Season 3. And blaming us for it is a lot easier than just owning up in the poll's results. If I didn't want to watch Index Season 3, I wouldn't even fucking include it in the poll in the first place, retard. Holy shit, you gotta be so stupid. It's ironic when he says Taro was gonna win anyways too, when all along he was gonna do Monogatari, whether Taro came back or not. So stupid, bro. I suppose it doesn't really matter now, since after this, fuck if I'm watching him. I do not want viewers like you. You seem to think that I'm begging for viewers here. No, I don't want any of you motherfuckers. I'm making videos for my core community. You are not my community. You're a random fucking tourist getting mad at different headlines. You don't even know what's going on. Crashing out over shit you don't even understand about. You are the quintessential retard that I would ban immediately if you pulled up on chat. Get the fuck away from me, bro. And then here basically is an essay. I don't want to read all of it because you just basically going here and countering every single point. But again, it's just a bunch of idiots, bro. If he didn't want to watch it, he wouldn't even include it in the poll by default, but let it be voted in. People don't understand the lengths that I'm going to basically make sure Twaru will win. I am doing everything I can to give Twaru an advantage, Index an advantage, and these motherfuckers are so stupid, bro. They are so stupid, bro. In this subreddit, there seems to be no sign of intelligence life anywhere. This isn't the full video. React Messiah again. Damn, a community comes together to vote for their own anime and he's mad about it. I bet he wouldn't have been mad if it was any other anime. What a fucking retard. Also, side note, who is he? Why does he think that we should be grateful that he's reacting to it? I don't care about you! You are not my community! That's the entire fucking point! You don't understand because you're getting clipped out of context. The entire notion that an external Reddit community has shown up to manipulate the polls, that is not reflective of my organic audience. The entire point. He's mad because his people outside his community are coming in and manipulating the poll, and he thinks y'all should be grateful because nobody cares about Twaru anymore. He's been pretty sweaty with reacting to it. Actual fucking retards. But again, just what do you expect from these people on these threads, right? What do you expect? 1 millisecond of engaging with Twaru comment down voters. Moyai, you are a monkey. Wow, you really are a retard. Well, Kaka, milk condition, making money. Enjoy your $9. Hey, I'ma enjoy that shit, bro. All the way to the fucking bank. Hey, I know I'm probably not anyone important, but I just want to say something. I get that things got heated, the poll stuff, the comments, and peeling out people's names, but I really don't think it doesn't have to go this far. We all care about the things we love, but I feel like we've kind of read this post already. Just another retarded ego tuber. Me when I'm jealous of content creators making money. Hey guys, just want to see myself in a COD video. Okay, seriously, I've seen this post, but who is this guy? Never even heard of him. Is he gonna watch the series that wins live? Why don't you go watch the video for yourself? Dick sucking ass Kaka TV had to come send backup to downvote all the Camwoods clowning on him. Who is brigading now, huh? You are literally making alt accounts and posting on the same thread. Are you really in a... I just wanted to play fair, right? You're brigading these subreddits. You are the one brigading these subreddits with alt accounts and your probably little group chats, and now you're mad that I'm engaging in the same behavior. I think it's just fair. I think it's just fair that I do the exact same thing that you're doing, so what are you crying about? Seriously, dude. What even is the point in all of this? Like, what are you going to gain for it? He doesn't gain anything. He just wants to basically crash out, and it's again, it's just a child tantrum, and he wants to have closure. He's upset that he got banned, and he's so like frustrated by it, and he's crying. That's what's going on. He's an asshole, and I don't like his behavior. So I just wanted to clown on his bitch ass for always being a dick. I mean, I just feel like there's only one person that is fitting the descriptions of what you're saying right now, but keep going on, bro. I couldn't care less if he doesn't watch Index anymore. He can go fuck himself. There are other Index reactors out there for him to act like he's mad at the because he's hilarious to me. I knew that a stupid monkey would take the bait. Yeah, again, it's the whole bait stuff. You are wasting your valuable time and resources getting mad and getting cooked and roasted. I guarantee you, your day got ruined yesterday because all that happened was my monkeys coming in and just cooking your stupid ass, and you're probably just scrolling your phone all day, hours, refreshing, getting tilted, getting angry. I can't imagine being that kind of a loser. Imagine being such an unemployed loser. This is what you do with your time. You could like go watch your favorite shows, you could play your favorite games, you could like go hang out with your friends, but no, you engage in this retarded behavior online because you have no friends. You are a depressed, isolated, basement-dwelling weeb that has nothing better to do other than to engage in these threads because this is your form of socialization. This is how you basically rationalize with your miserable existence in life. And it's so sad. It's honestly bullying at this point. You don't care if he reacts to it, but other people do, so do us the favor and just stop this shit. Let's see. Also, But he is in fact gonna make money from this. Does the concept of baiting people into making money make sense to you? Because to me, it just seems pointless. Yeah, I baited this guy to make money. I owned him, bro. Like, what does this even fucking mean? Looking at his profile, this guy is certainly just using Twitter as a scapegoat to attract Kaka's attention. He has no activities related to Twitter before this post. He gets like 3K views a video and the most make it $9. YouTube doesn't pay shit unless you're getting millions of views, so I don't know what you're talking about. When he says he's gonna farm for money, that's just coping mechanism. In reality, he doesn't make jack shit from these videos. So, all right, listen. I'm all about the numbers, right? Millions of views, you say. Millions of views, you say. Let's look at my main channel. So I made 1.6 million views last month. And that's my main channel. Did you know that I have a second channel? He probably does, because he's a super fan. And what's the second channel making? 372. So on average, right? That's almost like, what, 2 million views per month? I think that's pretty good for my size, right? That's pretty decent game, especially for this subscriber count. See, what you only see are basically these videos that get rapidly uploaded on a daily basis. But if you were to really look at some of the popular videos, you realize that there's more videos that's getting more than 3,000 views. There's 5,000 videos in this channel. If you just look at the home tab and you look at the playlist, notice how these videos after it passes a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, that it gets this kind of viewership. 2 million views per month. Do your math and understand that that's how much I make on YouTube on a monthly basis. And you know what the best part is? And I don't like flexing my material wealth. I think it's so cringe to basically say, look at how much money I'm making online, guys. It's so fucking cringe. The money is simply a byproduct of doing a good job and making good content that aligns with my community. But if you're gonna be pocket checking me like this, I gotta pull up the numbers. This YouTube revenue isn't even my main source of income. Patreon literally triples my YouTube income. To think that I'm not making I'm literally creating jobs from this. Straight up. Like, listen, as much as I meme about how I'm unemployed final boss, I'm literally creating jobs doing YouTube content. What the fuck are you doing? You can meme about how content creation is not a real job and then I should get a real job. I'm literally creating jobs. I am operating in a different level of capitalism compared to you. Like, you are literally a waste of fucking space. I'm in a different tax bracket creating jobs and livelihoods. It's so ridiculous for you to sit behind a screen and act as if you are richer, stronger, better than me. You're a pathetic loser, bro. Anyways, Toto already won. He deleted the poll like a man-child and robbed it, so he's the reason you aren't gonna get the reaction to the post. No, you're fucking stupid. Toto has been constantly getting repolled. I think Toto's winning right now, actually, right? Let's look at the post again. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy, man. I think I'm gonna delete this poll again and probably just pull these two and see what's gonna come ahead. What else do we got over here? Actual stupidity shown. Yeah, he is a fucking monkey, bro. If he made nothing from his content creation career, he'd have no reason to leave behind a six-figure job. Damn, this guy has been paying attention to some of my Q&A sessions. Again, I don't like flexing my materialistic wealth. There's a reason why I wear the same fucking t-shirt and why my apartment is so fucking empty. I don't care about that. I'm a very minimalistic person. All the money that I make, straight into investments. I don't buy fancy cars, I don't buy fancy watches. None of that shit fucking matters to me. What matters is me having financial independence for me to do what I want to do in my own terms. Before I did content creation, I literally held down a very high-paying tech job. But I realized that no matter how much money I make from the tech job, it's a very soulless, unfulfilling experience. That's why I branched out to content creation. Now I'm making more money doing content creation while I get to make fun of retards like you. Either way, I don't give a fuck about how much he makes. You guys are the one who keeps bringing him up. Money can't change a shitty ass character. So hold up. You start instigating calling me broke. Calling me I get no views and that like I'm a broke ass. And then when you get fact checked and multiple people tells you that I am actually pretty well off, you then go, actually, I don't care. Money is irrelevant. Like, this is the average logic to switch up, baby. I can't, bro. The lack of self-awareness and hypocrisy you showed was gonna make me break down in laughter. Not a single ounce of backbone or principle statements. Always trying to read and figure out what sounds good. Immediately I'm gonna say it. Oh, I got fact checked. Oh, I look bad. I'm gonna backtrack. I actually didn't mean it. Just a prank, bro. I baited you into saying it, bro. One of the most stupid and ignorant people ever. There were no sperms when you were born. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. We have read the entire thread and it's almost reaching an hour mark. At the end of the day, this is just another loser. He's nothing special. Like, I've done with plenty of people like this. Like, this is not our first drama situation like this, man. And as we get bigger and bigger, we are gonna have more people like this to farm. Because there's always gonna be mentally ill schizo people that think that they have some sort of personal connection with me. But then they do something that breaks the rules or something that I think should be moderated. I ban them and then they crash out. They go from fans to haters that quickly. The reason why so many people think that like Nicholas Side or even me, like that they hate me, it's because of this. The way that I present myself, let's just get serious here. Let's just get serious here right now. The reason why so many people are critical and negative towards outspoken people like myself is because when I act in an egomaniac way, which basically means I'm confident in myself, I've built success and success built confidence. I speak and hype myself up, calling myself the React Messiah. I tell people you should be fucking grateful for this content. And when I speak in this grand way, some people will be inspired and motivated by it. And then there are losers. This is how losers think. Oh my God, who does he think he is? I'm jealous, but I subconsciously am jealous, but I don't know how to act like it. I don't know how to like rationalize it. So I'm gonna crash out and call this guy an egomaniac, a narcissist. Here's an analogy. If we go back to the Neanderthal caveman days, basically I am like a monkey in the corner with the big rock showing it up, and I'm flexing the big rock going, hoo, 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 hoo. And other monkeys see that big rock and they go, hoo, 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 hoo. And they're like, based. That's you guys. And then there's the haters that sees the big rock and they're like, me no like he has big rock. Big rock make me jealous. I don't know how to feel about myself. I hate you. This is how losers think. This is the mentality of losers who can never see themselves as winners. Me hyping myself up, talking in such an aggrandized way, having confidence, is very scary to losers that exist online. And in this specific niche of anime, I don't like stereotyping and generalizing demographics, but I think that it does stand that I think a lot of people in this space are absolute losers. They're socially inept, socially, mentally retarded losers who's probably been bullied at school, who are outcasts, who have no belonging. And when they see someone like me doing what I'm doing, talking like I'm talking, making actual movements, and building something of value, they feel very insecure because they look at themselves and they compare themselves to me. Rather than being inspired and motivated and to further themselves, this is how a loser thinks. Do not exist in that framework. Don't be a loser. Hopefully you guys learned something and enjoyed this farm. And again, this is a cast iron stove. Don't you fucking forget it. This is a cast iron stove, and if you don't understand this, you just don't know shit about cooking.